Hey, what's going on, flooring companies? Happy New Year. Today I want to go over my favorite new ad strategy that is working the absolute best right now for all the flooring companies that we work with. I know there's a lot of different things you can be doing, especially it's the new year at the making of this video, and really no matter what time of year it is, there's a lot of different strategies coming up, different ad platforms you can run ads on to get leads. But what I want to focus on and give you in this video is just very tangible, like, hey, this is how you can just get your phone ringing, and this is where you need to put your ad dollars the most right now to get the most amount of flooring leads and appointments and ultimately book jobs. Okay, so you've heard me talk a lot about, of course, Facebook, Instagram ads, Google ads, TikTok, YouTube a little bit, SEO, web design, all those things. But my favorite thing to do right now is not just do one at a time, which can be a really common way to do paid advertising, especially if it's your first time or you're very new to it. It's like, all right, I'm going to put a few bucks into, some Facebook ads here. All right, I'm going to try out a little bit of Google ads, or I might dip my toes into TikTok a little bit. But man, things work the absolute best whenever you have two or three or four things in combination working together. Because the ultimate goal is if you really want to dominate in your area and get just unlimited lead generation, it's going to be being that omnipresent flooring company, right? Where you're not just depending on one lead source or being on one chair or a chair with one leg on it, right? Where if the leg breaks, you have no more leads, which is the case for a lot of flooring companies where they're depending on really one thing to get other leads from. So to start out, just to kind of say it outright, I think it's the best thing to do is going to be to do Google ads in combination with Facebook, Instagram ads. Whenever you have both of those in tandem working together, that is when things really start to take off. And here's why. Because first thing is people first thing and mostly are going to Google and they're typing in floor company near me, or they're typing in carpet stores in Dallas, or floor installers near me, or there's all sorts of searches, right? And so you can go after all of your different types of flooring you do, the different types of keyword search, like floor contractor, floor installer, showroom, whatever it is, and you can place your ads obviously at the top here, right? You have the sponsored results, and you make your keyword, or you make your ads very keyword rich with based off what they're searching, and then have a really good optimized landing page to get them to call. I've got lots of different videos that you can go through that talk about how to do that or build these. And you have the local service ads right here too. But if you can place the ads right here and they match the search and you make it very easy for them to call you, you're going to get phone calls from Google. Okay. It's very simplified explanation, but it is true. And so Google ads are fantastic. So the key, or the kind of the caveat with Google ads, is because it's such a rich and high price search, someone is needing a solution in real time, it's going to be a little bit more expensive, right? Because if someone needs flooring now or is in market now, and Google by their algorithm determines, hey, this person's going to buy, they just don't know who from yet, that's going to be a higher cost you're going to pay, because it's more likely that person's going to convert. And so the caveat with Google ads is that they're a little bit more pricey. Usually you're going to see your lead cost be anywhere from $70 to $110, $120 per lead if you're doing it correctly. Sometimes it can be lower. Sometimes it might be a little bit higher, but more or less that's kind of the range you're going to see if you do it right, build the campaigns out well. So it's this really cool thing where you're getting these inbound phone calls from Google ads. And it's just the best kind of lead, right? It's the best whenever someone calls you and says, hey, I need your service. Can you help me? It's oh, yes, absolutely. When can I come out for an estimate? That's it. So they're the easiest lead, not easiest, but they're pretty easy leads to close, right? If you're a decent salesman, you got a decent process, you're going to be just fine. So I totally suggest you put some money into Google ads, because you're not going to get as much volume. Right, if you spend $1,000 on Google ads, you're going to get probably anywhere in the range of 8 to maybe 13 to 14 leads from it. Not all of those are going to be good. You're going to get a few, weird calls or whatever. But you just need one or two of those to be good, and you close one or two of those and you make a profit off of it. So you're more so not going for as much volume on Google Ads as you are quality, right? So that's why, like, as the base foundation of your ad strategy, Google Ads are fantastic. It's very ROI rich. Like, you're not going to get a crazy amount of leads. You could, depending on how much you're spending and your campaign and stuff, a lot of factors, but you're going after really good quality here. And so here's a quick example. This is somebody that we work with. And so we got a really good cost per lead on this campaign. You can see right here, $51 per lead. That's a little bit lower than usual. That's not normative. I would say the normative is going to be around, like, again, that 75 to 110 range. But again, if you're getting 3 good calls and you close one of them, you spent $300-400 for a customer and you close them for a $5K job, it's pretty good. All right. It's a great ROI. So, like, they got a lot of calls from this. Like, they didn't have a crazy budget, spending, I think, $1,500 a month, something like that. But great way to start the ad strategy. And then what you want to do too is, because you're not getting as much volume, you can really fill the gaps volume-wise with Facebook, Instagram ads. Facebook, Instagram ads are what's going to, like, flood you with leads, with volume. And if you combine that with a good appointment setting process and sales process, man, you can really take over. So here's a quick example of a campaign that we've got going right now. And so the lead cost, as you can see, is a lot cheaper. It's around $20. And we'll see anywhere from, like, could be $16-17 to, like, could be up to like $35, sometimes $40. But to be in the 20s is pretty common for Facebook ads if you do it correctly. This is a $1,500 ad budget, and they got 78 leads the last 30 days. So I mean, would you take 78 leads for $1,500? I mean, I think I would. And these are people that are not searching in real time for the service. It's pattern interruption marketing. It's like a TV ad, right? It just pops up. And if the offer is good and they're interested, they're going to get more info. They're going to submit an inquiry. And, you know, it's kind of up to you at that point to then book them and close them, of course. So you can still catch people that are in market that have searched on Google, but you're just catching them on a different platform, on Facebook or on Instagram. And if you hit them with a good enough offer and your process is good, you can capture them as a lead. And then if you follow up with them within 5-10 minutes, you're going to book some for appointments. The appointment setting rate is going to be lower on Facebook and Instagram. It's going to be more towards that, like, could be 25 to 40% is what we'll typically see. It could, with Google Ads, sorry, your appointment is going to be probably 70 to 85, 90% from lead to appointment. So you're going to get more volume, maybe like more appointments with Facebook, Instagram. They might be a little bit tougher to close, but that's where being a good salesman comes into play. You got to know how to close. If you know how to close and you have a great sales process, you know how to handle objections and get people to pay you money, if you're just in their home, then, man, you're going to do really well with that. So all in all, my suggestion, and what I totally suggest you do this year, and anytime you're watching this video, is if you combine both Google Ads, you have a good campaign with that. It's getting you inbound calls, right? People coming to you. If you combine that with Facebook ads, you get the high volume, people filling out a form, most times is going to be the best option. And then you following up with them, having some automations in place to send them a text or give them a call after they submit. So it's more of you kind of having to do a little more legwork with Facebook, Instagram ads. But man, like, if you just know how to work leads, you're going to get a lot of volume with that. So if you combine both of those, you get the high volume with the high intent, high quality with Google. Oh my gosh, it's a really, really great strategy. It doesn't have to be all the advertising you do, right? But I think at the base level, if you've got $2,000-3,000, like, split it in between of those and then run that, and you're going to do really well. So hopefully this video is helpful, helps you to attack this year and get some more leads and appointments and close jobs. But I will see you in the next one.